Anthony Loke has responded to a video showing Pakatan Harapan leaders and election workers riding motorcycles without helmets during a recent convoy. Meanwhile, Ilham Centre has projected that BN is on course for a 2/3 win in Johor. All this on KiniNews. Transport Minister Anthony Loke has instructed the Road Transport Department to issue summonses over a helmetless campaign convoy in Johor. The move follows widespread criticism after videos of the convoy went viral online. In a statement, Loke said road safety laws apply equally to everyone. This includes those involved in Harapan's campaign convoy in Johor. Loke said enforcement must be fair and apply equally, even when it involves his own campaign allies. The statement came after a video circulated online showing several riders in a Harapan campaign convoy traveling without helmets. Among those identified in the video was Johor DAP Vice Chairperson Sheikh Umar Baharib Ali. The footage is believed to have been recorded from a vehicle carrying DAP's Bukit Bendera MP Sherlina Abdul Rashid. Critics had highlighted Loke's speech in Parliament in 2020 following the incident. At the time, Loke had criticized BN leaders who rode motorcycles without helmets during the Slim by-election campaign. Loke had said anyone breaking helmet rules should be fined, with no double standards in enforcement. Under the Road Transport Act, motorcycle riders are required to wear protective helmets, and failing to do so is an offence punishable by a fine. Former Premier Dr. Mahathir Mohamad turned 101 today. In a video, Mahathir thanked those that had extended birthday greetings to him.
Saya ingin ucap terima kasih kepada semua yang hantar mesej berkenaan dengan hari kelahiran saya yang ke-101 pada hari ini. Jadi 10 hari bulan saya meningkat kepada 101 tahun umur dan saya terima banyak kad happy birthday, selamat hari jadi, dan saya ingin ucap terima kasih kepada semua. Terima kasih.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim had also extended his greetings. In a social media post, Anwar wished Dr. Mahathir good health, continued grace, and God's blessings. Dr. Mahathir was born on July 10, 1925 in Alostar, Kedah, and served as Prime Minister twice, first for 22 years from 1981 to 2003, and again from 2018 to 2020. When he was reappointed as Prime Minister at the age of 92, he became the world's oldest serving Prime Minister. Past Deputy President Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man said that Pakatan Harapan's campaign focus on the Green Wave reflects its anxiety over the Johor state election. In a post on Facebook, Tuan Ibrahim argued that parties confident in their public support do not need to rely on fear-based campaigning. Tuan Ibrahim stated that the strategy is not new and Harapan has once again revived the Green Wave narrative as a tool to instill fear among voters, particularly non-Malay voters. He stressed that campaigns should focus on policies, implementation plans, and earning voters' trust. Tuan Ibrahim added that politics of fear may create temporary panic, but in the long run, it would damage public confidence in the democratic process. He also questioned what he described as inconsistent responses to racial and religious rhetoric. He claimed the government is usually quick to warn against exploiting such issues, but said there appears to be little or no condemnation when Pakatan Harapan leaders use similar messaging.
From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us.
A new projection suggests BN is on course for a 2/3 majority in Johor. Research firm Ilham Centre projects Barisan Nasional to win 39 of Johor's 56 state seats in tomorrow's election. Meanwhile, Pakatan Harapan is projected to lead in 9 seats. 8 seats, however, remain too close to call. In a statement, Ilham Centre said BN's advantage comes from its strong campaign machinery, stable Malay support, and the popularity of caretaker Menteri Besar Onn Hafiz Ghazi. It also cited past backing for BN in Malay majority seats as another factor working in the coalition's favour. On the other hand, Ilham Centre said Harapan faces the challenge of overcoming apathy among Chinese voters whose disappointment with the coalition could suppress turnout. It said Harapan may retain its urban and semi-urban seats should the voter turnout hit at least 65% tomorrow. It warned that lower turnout could put even previously safe seats at risk. The think tank also said that Pakatan National enters the election weakened by internal divisions between PAS and Bersatu. It said those tensions have hurt voter confidence and weakened PN's campaign. Meanwhile, smaller parties such as Parti Bersama Malaysia and Muda are still seen as spoilers that draw votes away from major parties rather than a viable option. If the projection holds, BN looks set to retain Johor comfortably. The remaining question is whether the closest contests will be enough to change the final picture. Moving on to Pakatan Harapan, Johor's Indian voters may be a demographic that could tip the scales against the coalition in Saturday's state election. A straw poll in the Greater Johor Bahru suggests disappointment with Harapan runs through the Indian community, raising questions over whether voters will shun the ballot box or back rival coalitions. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, several Indian voters expressed disappointment over what they describe as unfulfilled promises. Some said they would still vote because they see it as a civic responsibility, regardless of which party they support. Of these, several are looking beyond the traditional coalitions, hoping newer political parties can offer a different direction. However, not everyone is convinced. A few voters told Malaysia Kini that they no longer believe elections will bring meaningful change and have decided not to vote at all. Among the issues raised from these frustrated voters were concerns over the lack of progress on matters affecting the Indian community, including university matriculation quotas and the demolition of Hindu temples. Others said they were simply tired of campaign promises that never materialized after elections. The Indian vote is an easily overlooked variable in this state election as many Johor state seats are mixed constituencies. Even in seats regarded as Chinese majority, the proportion of Indian voters generally approaches or exceeds 10% of the electorate. As such, any shift in support from this community could alter the final results. Parti Wawasan Negara has officially received approval from the Register of Societies for its new identity. The announcement was made by party president Hamzah Zainuddin. Speaking at a press conference, Hamzah said the party received a letter from the ROS dated July 7th and the approval took effect a day earlier. Hamzah said the ROS has approved the party's constitutional amendments along with its new name, address, flag, and logo. Hamzah first announced Parti Wawasan Negara during a convention on June 13th. At the event, he said the party's name was proposed by past president Abdul Hadi Awang. On June 22nd, PN chairperson Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar also approved the party's application to join Pakatan National as a component party. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm John. Thanks for watching.